Hey, Shalom. Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the great millstone, who taught me this word. Peace and blessings to the Akim that's pushing this word in truth and sincerity. The Samathi from the GMS Dallas camp. And wanted to go into a quick lesson, Lord willing, this to be edifying. All right, and this is going to the troubling times that we see. You know, this is the time of Jacob's trouble. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. It says, Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And these are the times we're in, Jacob's trouble. We see that uh, uh, we have a death of Israelite man, okay, in Minneapolis. And what happened? He actually I believe it was something dealing with forgery, and he ended up with a life loss. You know, all of this is culminating to the devil being revealed, the son of perdition. Okay, because he's getting to the point where he don't care about what you see him doing, things that he was hiding in plain sight, but now he's coming out, on stage. The curtains are being opened. You know, like I said, that horror is being revealed. Okay, is being uncovered. So, as we know, what happened to, I believe his name is George Floyd, happened in Minnesota. He ended up dying. And now we're starting to see, especially the Southern Kingdom, starting to rile up. Now, I just wanted to kind of scroll through this video and show the aftermath of what happened in Minnesota. And this is only the beginning. It's only going to get worse as far as the riots and different things like that. So I'm going to scroll through this and pull some scriptures, Lord willing, this to be edified. This looks like a war zone, right? This looks like a war zone. All right, so this is Jake really did a number. He really did a number on him, right? And this is what's going on right now. Okay. So I got another precept here. This is Genesis 49, verse 9. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion. And as a old lion, who shall rouse him up? And we know as an old lion, he really, he's chilling, for the rest of his life. And we Israel, and who's the head of Israel? Who's the head tribe? Judah. And he's been crouching and leaning and been in subjection for a long time. And through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, he's being roused up by this devil. Okay, the son of perdition, as it says in Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Let me verify that it's chapter 2, verse 3, or chapter 3, verse 2. Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3. Matter of fact, I'll read it. Okay. All right. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come except there be a falling away first." And we have fell away. Like you said, we've been uh, asleep for so long. Okay. And it says, "And the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." Okay. And who is that? That is Esau Edom, the so called white man. And this is the last days of the last day. We're in the final stretch. Okay. You know how the dominoes fall? Okay. You have it coming up. This will be the last set of dominoes falling. We're at the last domino. This is going down. Okay. And Esau is rousing Judah up. And who's going to come along with Judah? It's going to be like I say, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, the whole 12 tribes is going to be roused up. Okay. The northern and the southern kingdom. And Esau think he's finna perform his enterprise, but it's not going to work. Okay, why is that? Because Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to come, and when he is about to fill his belly, he's going to go ahead and just basically uh, bring him to naught. Okay, because this man, he exhausts himself overall. When he did this to Gardner, let me go to this next one. I mean, not Gardner, Salakia. When he did this to George Floyd, now we know this was judgment by the Heavenly Father, but we also know this is something to rouse Judah up. Okay, all right. And I'm just looking over here where it says Minnesota protests turned deadly in wake of George Floyd death in police custody. Okay, so they're waking Judah up. Okay, we woke up through the spirit. Through the spirit, we woke up, like I said, with our Abba Bivens. Okay, through the apostles of GMS from Apostle Tahar on down. Okay, so since like the mid '60s or so, since the '60s on up to now, we've been waking up. Now it's time for the elect to be sealed. If the elect is not already sealed, it is right there at that cusp. But we do know now. I don't. Just me personally, I don't see this dying down anymore. Cause I've heard too many Jakes saying, "Hey, we're tired of the protest isn't enough. Protesting isn't enough." So they're getting ready to do something. They're ready to go out and fight back against Esau. And this is the Lord bringing the spirit on Jake to rise up, right? Let me read a little bit of this. This is Second Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 4. It says, "Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he is God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." And the elites know the true heavenly Father, the omnipotent being, the God above all these fake gods. The true living power is the power of Israel, and his name is Yahweh, and the son is Yahweh Shai. That's why they don't mind you saying Yahweh or Yeshua and things like that. But if you say Yahweh and they try to put in an article or just something like that, they're gonna mess up the name. Okay. But this, this is coming up on Jake. Okay, when you saw this man with them with his, they had they neck. I mean, their his knee. This Edomite had his knee on his neck. He was just down there. All he could do is watch, and you had Moab right there protecting him. So this man is has to has to be brought down. The earth is defiled with him. In fact, this is one moment. Isaiah 24. Okay. Isaiah 24. And I'm going to read 5 and 6. It says, "The earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof." Okay. Because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinances, and broken the everlasting covenant. Therefore has the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore, in The inhabitants of the earth are burned, and few men left. All right, and this is what's going to come about. Okay, the earth is defiled because it need new rulership. Okay, the earth was given to the hands of the wicked in Job 9:24, and he has done a terrible job as he jumped out into it. Now, since he's done such a terrible job, and now they running out. The about the collapse of the dollar is about to happen. World War III is about to come about. So what they want to do is they want to kill Jake. They want to kill you, Jakes, and also they want to kill some of the other nation. They want a certain amount of people to be on the world, and they want to have some of the other nations besides the elite of Esau to be slaves. Okay, this is what Esau wants. And how did that start? It starts by routing Jacob to make him go out and come about so they can bring forth. Okay? Um, you know what? This is Isaiah 24:21. It says, "And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth. They shall be gathered together as prisoners and gathered in the pit, and shall be shut up in the prison. And after many days they shall be visited." Okay. Now, when we just read 21, when it said, "Going into it's come to pass the day of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high, and the kings of the earth upon the earth." Okay, this letting you know that this rulership that's going on now, Esau's rulership is not going to be, it's not going to go on forever. Okay, it's not going to go on forever. This is Psalms 149. Psalms 149, verse 6, and it reads, "Let the high praises of Yahweh Shem Yahushua in their mouth and the two-edged swords in their hand to execute vengeance upon the heathen and punishment upon the people." Okay, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon the judgment written. This honor have all these saints, praise ye the Lord. Why? Now, when you read this, okay, it says, it goes into the Lord. It's going to be a two-edged sword. There's going to be vengeance. There's going to be punishment. All right. He's going to bind the kings with chains and the nobles. That don't sound like love. I know that for one thing. All this is going to happen because of the curses is going to be lifted up from Israel. But before that happens, this is going to happen. Before the Esau goes and be destroyed, and he goes into slavery, and then after 1,000 years be destroyed. Before all this culminates, what's going to happen? It's going to be riots. It's going to be all madness. Okay, but we can't fear, right? Because what does it says? Rejoice ye heavens, because the devil knowing but he got a short time coming down on you, coming down on you with great wrath, knowing but he have a short time. Roughly paraphrasing. Okay, that's Revelations 12. He knows he has a short time. He knows that you are starting to ask questions. Okay, this is letting you know this is the Babylon, the valley of the shadow of death. This is how we know. Okay, I want to get this quick here, and I know I'm all over the place. This is John 10:20 says, "Are not my days few? Since then, and let me alone, that I may take comfort a little before I go whence I shall not return, even to the land of darkness, to the shadow of death." A land of darkness as darkness itself, and of the shadow of death without any order, or where the light is as darkness. America, this is land of darkness. Okay, this is darkness that has spread throughout the world. What's one of those things dealing with darkness? Homosexuality, uh, uh, the the woman rights, the woman over the man. Okay, it's you can go on and on. Okay, but this is one thing. This violates the law, statutes, commandments of the Heavenly Father, this world and this kingdom, and who runs this kingdom is Esau. So it has to be brought down and destroyed. But he's gonna go and come and do as much as he can, okay, to come down on you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans before that happens, right? So we have to be ready and prepared. All right. And the Lord said He's not going to hold His tongue no more, and that's going into the 2/3 as well. That's why this madness got to come upon the earth. Okay, that's why all this killing is happening. Okay, this is Second Ezra 15 and verse 7. I'm gonna start at verse 5. Um, it says, "Behold, says Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction." He had brought plagues. We see the locusts going around. He has brought famine. And America, we're going to see that more and more. You see these prices are starting to spike. You're going to start paying for ground beef. A thing of probably you would be paying $10 for. You're going to or $15 for. You're going to end up paying $60 to $70 for. This is coming. Okay, a sword, death, and destruction. For the wicked has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. So the wickedness is polluting the whole earth, and the wickedness is going to come out and actually show his true colors. Okay, that man of sin. Okay, and it says, keep going here. It says, "Therefore said Yahweh, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness. Therefore they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood cry up unto me, and the soul of the just complain continually." And that's who's the souls are complaining continuously? The men that are out here sighing and crying. Lincoln had been saying this for years that this man is going to come down on you with a great wrath. Now you're seeing uh, uh, Floyd George who got killed for forgery. You know what I'm saying? For I think for a $10 bill, it was something whack. All right, and then you have another thing where this Toronto woman, she was a Southern Kingdom. She fell to her death over in Toronto. They said, and her mother and her cousin trying to say the police actually was the cause of it. That's also letting you know that the laws of the Constitution is out. They're finna start coming down on you. It's finna be much more death, famine, and destruction is coming about. Okay, much more. Right? Let's listen to a little bit of this here.
Were responding to an incident earlier this evening, though what led to the woman's death remains unclear. The Special Investigations Unit says police responded to a domestic incident at 100 High Park Avenue north of Bloor after 5 this afternoon. According to the SIU, while officers were inside an apartment on the 24th floor, they observed a woman on the balcony. A short time later, she fell from the balcony to the ground below and was pronounced dead at the scene. But members of her family...
Man, that sound broad as hell. They didn't narrow down that story. That was a broad story, what she just mentioned, right? All right, I want to get this real quick as well. This is 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 17. Okay. And like I say, this is what's culminating. It says, "For the time has come that judgment must begin in the house of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And if the first and it first began at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai?" So it's going to be pain, mourning. It's going to be no love. No love is going to be brought out through here. No love. Okay, all that love is going to be pushed out the door. But this is coming, and it's going to start with the house of Israel, right? How do we know? Because the scripture said, and it's already started. It started with the house of Israel years ago. It's just now we're starting to see what's going on. Okay, not just here in America. The Israelites are suffering throughout the whole world, all the four corners of the earth. All right, let's play a little more and keep going.
Family are alleging the police may have had something to do with her death.
What the hell y'all going to the unit for? You know what I'm saying? Why did it need like 8 police officers? I don't know the exact number, but there was a lot of them, right? To go into the unit after one female. For what?
Exactly. My cousin's not jumping. She a Christian
Never.
Woman. She ain't doing no suicide. That ain't what we do.
The SIU has assigned 2 investigators and
All right. All right. It says, this is I was looking for I got it here. This is Psalms 10 and 8. It said, "He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages, and in the secret places do he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor." And you never hear, a white man got shot. You can watch. I've seen plenty of videos where police have came to a disturbance, and you have Edomite that they come to see. He's running around and trying to punch him, fight him, do everything, and they do everything in their power not to shoot this man. They don't shoot him with mace. They don't do anything. Not saying on every occasion, but on a lot of occasions, majority of occasions. Jake don't have to do anything. Jake can be just walking down the street, jogging down the street. Jake could be sitting at his house. You know what I'm saying? You can get killed sitting at your house eating cornflakes. You know, you can get killed sitting in your car. You can get killed heading to work. You can die. You can get murdered as a Jake. You can get murdered, and we know, like I say, this is the Lord's judgment. That's one thing we have to get that understanding. We can't say, "Oh, this was an innocent person." May not been. If they didn't get the judgment dealing with this lifetime, best believe it was a lifetime before you got that spirit to receive that. Okay, in like reincarnation, right? All right, let's get this going.
2 forensic investigators to the case and would like to hear from anyone with information about the incident. We have asked Toronto Police for a response to the allegations.
My cousin, share this. Share this to everybody. They murdered my cousin, a female, black female. They threw off the fucking top of the building. You see this shit? Make sure you guys share this. 100 High Park, Toronto, Ontario. They killed my cousin. Kill my cousin. They say COVID-19's killing us. Nah, fuck you. You killing us. Fuck you talking about? See this bullshit? Make sure you guys share this. They killed my cousin. No remorse.
Say that, what they do?
The police killed my daughter, came in my apartment and shoved her off the balcony. And told CP24 not to come here, that it's a suicide. But the police killed her.
Yo, we at 100 High Park. If you a real motherfucker, if you a real nigga, come down here right now. They're trying to sweep this shit under the rug. They killed my cousin. They told CP24 not to come. It's a suicide. They left the body there. the unit higher than the police is here. They're trying to tell us, oh, come to the station to get statements, and we're witnesses. Whoever knows lawyers that deal with this type of shit, or whoever important. If you feel you're important, come the fuck down here right now. If this was you or your cousin, you close. Come down.
This is Psalms 64, verse 5. All right. You know what? Let's start at. I'm gonna just read on through here. Okay. This is a Psalm of David. All right. I'm gonna start at 3. Slack. It says, "Who wet?" Start at 1. It says, "Hear my voice, O Yahweh, in my prayer. Preserve my life from fear of the enemy." You have enemies, Israel. You have enemies. And who is your enemy? Who is your adversary? If they call you black, which you are so-called black, you're not black. There's no such thing as a black person. Okay, you're the nation of Israel, and you just have melanin. We have been lightened through the scattering and the mingling and the raping of Esau, and that has lightened us up. But you never was black. Okay. And it says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity." Okay. So the workers of iniquity, these are the ones that are in the secret councils. Okay. These are your high level witch, your warlocks and witches. These are the ones that are over your music. These are the ones that are over your television shows, your news. This is the ones that are basically over the corporations of the jobs you work in. Because every job you work at is going to be, everything is like a pyramid scheme. Well, I ain't gonna say a scheme. Everything is a pyramid. So if you got a small company you're working for, eventually you're going to have a company that's going to be over them. Okay. All right. Now it says, "Who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot the arrows, even bitter words. They had that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. They encourage themselves in evil matter. They commune of lying snares privily. They say, who shall see them?" And ain't that what's going on right here with the lady just got pushed off in a balcony allegedly in Toronto? Didn't she just this looks like a snare and a snare. And then if this did happen, you have to say allegedly, because if you don't, they'll try to shut this down or try to, as Esau with his works. Okay, it says who shall see them? Now, and like the lady that died mother said, hey, they pushed her out, and what did they say? No, man, hey, don't worry about the news coming. It was a suicide. Don't worry about it. This man is the devil. He's finna come down on you, Jake. They finna start killing you with no type of excuse. It's just finna be done. So you better stay prayed up. You better come back to the Heavenly Father. Yahweh is the Father. Yahweh Shai is the Son. Okay, you so-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true Israelites, and we are scattered amongst the other nations. So if you can receive this, it could be deemed that you could be an Israelite as well. Okay, because it's through the Spirit. All right, we have been scattered so much, it's through the Spirit. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'd like to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wahar Rachakadash. Double honor to the apostles, great millstone. Peace and blessing to the Akim that's pushing his word, the fruit Akwaf out there, Shalom.